This is Jeff Sims, quarterback for Georgia Tech, and you're listening to the 3-point conversion.
This is Kyle Nash, the student of the game with the 3-point conversion, coming to you here from Orlando in the Bounce House post game here. And listen, the UCF Knights came out and took care of business against the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats 63-14. And listen, say what you will, maybe your offensive story going into the season was Dillon Gabriel, but once again, it is the fire-breathing efforts of Isaiah Bowser on the ground doing the thing. 4 touchdowns in the first half alone with 12 carries and on 59 yards. Doesn't seem like a lot, but his presence was felt early. That's not to say his quarterback would be outdone by any stretch of the imagination. He had a career-long carry of 44 yards for a touchdown, and his receiver, Ryan O'Keefe, talks a little bit about seeing that.
That was crazy, I ain't gonna lie, because I thought he was gonna go out of bounds, so I had to turn around. And then I turned around, he just kept going. I'm like, oh snap, so I had to start blocking. And it was just crazy just to see, like, DG's been doing some amazing stuff with his feet this year, and it's been really fun to watch him just do his thing, because past couple years, like, I mean, he runs, but this year he's really showing what he can do. Like, he's a mobile quarterback.
Gabriel was also good for 25 of 38 with 332 yards in the air with 2 passing touchdowns as well. But hey, listen, talking about the defensive side of the ball, earlier in the week, Big Cat Bryant, the defensive end and team captain, spoke a lot about having the goal of dominating up front, and he spoke a little bit about his defense's performance and their ability to be dominant tonight. Earlier in the week, you had mentioned that you were going to try to get your guys to come out and dominate. What did the captains do to make that happen? You feel like you achieved it?
For the most part, we did, yeah. We started off kind of slow. We came out saying, we didn't want them to score, but a couple pass interference, so they got down the field, a couple quick passes, but once we adjusted, like we always do, and once we did all that, man, we just tuned in what they were doing and locked them down. So.
Now, Coach Malzahn addressed the fact that while this seems like this could be a pretty easy game to write off, 63-14, and the biggest question of Bethune-Cookman Wildcats coming in from UCF fans was, will they bring the band? He addressed that and how successful this actually was considering their performance and perhaps taking into consideration other performances around the country.
Overall, we talked all week about, coming out and let's actually get better. And looking at it, I think we did get better as a team. We had 0 turnovers. The 8 consecutive drives we scored, I think we were pretty balanced. Did some good things. Defense, after probably the first 3 or 4 possessions started to settle down, they were keeping the ball away from us. The third downs, we're going to have to improve our third down defense. There's no doubt about that. But overall, happy to have the win. A lot of teams around the country playing a lesser team goes out there and slops around and has an ugly effort. But I thought our guys did a good job. I just told them too that we got a chance to play our 2s and our 3s, and when they went out there, they didn't slop around. I mean, they played good, clean football. That'll help us depth-wise, moving forward. So overall, very quality win. And glad to be 2-0.
So the one thing I didn't mention in this particular piece was the Big 12 expansion and the inclusion of UCF in that expansion. I asked Coach Malzahn about that during the press conference, and he said it was exciting, but not something that was really even on their mind going into this week or coming up next week when they face the ACC's Louisville Cardinals, with a shot at going 3-0 to start a pretty solid season here and to make a lot of noise and get started with the American Athletic Conference competition after that. So a lot going on here too. But until next time, everybody, this is Kyle Nash, the student of the game, with the 3-point conversion. Class dismissed.